Hi Eve, long
How
time
are
no see.
you?
How are you? I'm
Fine,
fine.
fine. I'm ready for tomorrow.
Me
But
too.
I've been nervous.
Uh, I'm not. I think we are going to compete against the Chinese and Italians. We are better.
I'm I'm not afraid about that because I think we are ready. I mean, I'm talking about my technical department and I know that we have the cards to play a good game.
Me too. I checked all the stuff. They are ready. We just finished another job, so the plant is 100% efficient. And my biggest concern is that I want you to develop the product, because I don't want to deal with some products made by Chinese, or also the Italians. The plant in Gloriasco also doesn't follow the C the CDS, the Common Standard Design.
Yeah,
So
yes, I know. That's my best card. I mean, my team is really good in developing that kind of automation lines, and we know how to produce the best product, to project the best product. But the only
but the thing
concern that the only concern that I have is that if we don't produce respecting those standards, our clients is gonna leave us because we are working for FCA, and the other two companies who develop with us the CDS are Honda and Toyota. So they can just go to the other part and ask the same result.
I'll be perfectly.
And
So
moreover, dealing with the situation, the COVID is impacting the life of everyone. And I mean, my team needs to be here all together, at least with the same time zone. So if we want to work together and after the project development, if you need to ask me something, my team can reply you immediately because there is the same time zone. You cannot deal with the Chinese and waiting for one day, or the same is for the
no,
Italians.
I think if you will not obtain the development of the product, I will renounce to the production, because I mean it happened a lot of times to produce something made by Chinese with their standards, or by the Italians, and we had a lot of problems. So I will renounce, because it will be a mess to produce something
Yeah,
that
not
is
only a mess, but also a waste of time, because they want us to produce respecting worldwide standards, and those standards are the one that only us are able to respect.
yeah.
Therefore, if they
Uh,
are going to leave the project to the Italians or the Chinese, first of all, I'm gonna miss part of my team virtually because I cannot send them there because of the COVID. But at the same time, I'm going to miss part of my team. And in this way, we lose twice because we don't have the project and I don't have enough people to work on something else. So I don't want them to have the project, even because, if we want to sell in the future the same product line using standards that are okay for the whole world, I don't want to work twice on the same project, because if the Italians or the Chinese are going to develop this project, they are going to use their standards. And then we have to work again on the same project to improve it. It's just a waste of time.
I agree perfectly. And moreover, I think the Chinese, I'm pretty sure that the Chinese plants and technical department are following the Comau design standards, the same. But I don't think they are really following them. I mean, in the paper they are following, but when I try to produce something developed by them, I had a lot of problems. So the standards were not
I
the
don't
same.
think they are ready. I don't think, I mean,
Not the same.
they are good in something else. Maybe on the paper they can respect the CDS, but they don't
No.
have the know-how.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Focus, but if we speak about reliability, efficiency in the production and the products itself, it's we are better for sure. We are better.
yeah, I know. I'm really confident that we are going to receive this project. I mean, I really hope that you are going to win the negotiation. And yeah,
So if you agree for this collaboration, I think
yes,
it's pretty simple. We only have to support each other during the.
yes, even because I don't have to bluff, you know, I really believe that we are the best one.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
so I don't want to say things that I'm not going able to do, but here we are the best. So
As I repeat, I will push a lot in order that you obtain the development because if you don't obtain, if you can't obtain that, I don't want
it's
to
also
develop.
easier. It's also easier to convince
It's
the
also
others that working in the same country in this moment especially it's better because since we are both in Michigan, we are going to respect the same laws also about how we are going to work, the timing, and those stuffs are really important.
I think they will do the same with the Chinese plant and the technical department and also the Italians. They will say, we can produce here. It's better. We are the same country. I think also the technical department in Gogliasco is going to ask to develop the product because they are managing the client from there.
Yes, but
So
we are a worldwide company. We don't have to be where the client is. We just have to listen the client's need, and we can do that also from America and Europe. It's not such a big deal. It's not
there's
such a big deal. And
no law
really, I
says
don't want to waste time. They show us that they don't have the competencies to deal with those global standards. It's
yeah.
just a waste of time. And I don't think that in this moment, give the project in, to the client late without respecting the deadline, it's a good thing. I mean, it's never a good thing, but now it's more important than ever.
It will be a big risk. We should avoid it. I think we
Good.
should focus on convincing Yuchihiro.
But how do you want to show that we are the best? Because he is Japanese. I don't think that we have to say, okay, we are the best and those things are wrong, because I don't want to make a bad impression, you know?
No, true. So first of all, I think we should show cohesion between us. So
Yes, support
should
a lot.
that we are really supportive, collaborating each other, and that our work will be together, like the development and the production. And we should also put like make it clear that our standards are the best
Because
because
it is. It
Chinese
is.
are following those standards, but I repeat, it is only in the paper. So I don't think they are following. And I have like proof of that because in my experience, I produced products developed by them and I had a lot of problems. And these problems were not up to me because when producing something,
Yeah, and also,
developed by your plant, your technical department, there were no problems.
okay, and
So
also, thank you. I really appreciate that. But also, if the request is that we are going to produce an automation line that follows the best standards we are able to follow, that are the CDS, and that production line has to be a one that could be used at worldwide level, I don't really get the point. How can you let the Italians and the Chinese to produce something that is not good enough for the request itself? It's not like I want to produce the best that I can, even if the client is asking something a little less complicated, is not that demanding. But we really, really have to
not this case
respect those
because
elements.
I mean they are going to produce millions of cars with that automation
Ex-
line. So
exactly. And
it's,
yeah,
it's
I
big. Yes,
I repeat,
exactly.
we made a partnership with Toyota and Honda to deal and develop those CDS.
Yeah.
So if we are not going to satisfy our clients, the client can just say, okay, I can
Okay.
just go to the Japanese companies.
Yeah. Okay. So we have an agreement. Are we collaborating
Yes,
more? Okay.
yes, yes.
Happy to have this.
So thank you for your call.
Thank
Enjoy your day.
you too. See you tomorrow.
See you. Bye.
Bye.
Good morning. Are we all connected?
Yes.
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 Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
everyone.
morning, Mr.
First of
Carlo.
all, I want to say good morning for American people, good afternoon for Italian people, and good evening for Chinese people. You know.
Good afternoon, Mr. Cato.
Good evening.
So first of all, I want to say I want to introduce myself. I am Yuchihiro Kato. I'm Japanese. I was born in Japan. I was born in Tokyo exactly. And I give you time to introduce yourself. But first of all, I want to say something about the situation, the peculiar situation. I hope, first of all, that you are well and also your families. And I can say also that we are the countries most affected by the virus. And you should have been here in Tokyo, and this virus brought us here in Zoom meeting. Is not what we want, but this is the situation we should handle with this. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I know your names, but I don't know your face. So say Mr. Antonio Meucci.
Good afternoon. I am.
Okay. Miss Evie Brody.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, Mr. Kato. I'm Hivi Brody.
Good morning. Miss Janeline Wang.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I'm here. Thank you for letting me join this this meeting. Hope you're all well.
Good evening. And we have Mr. Fabio Strada. Mr. Fabio Strada.
Yeah, hi everyone.
Maybe has
yeah,
a problem.
here you have me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Sorry for yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Mr. Bill Patton.
Yes. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Patton, head of the Battle Creek plant here in Michigan. Nice to meet you, everybody, and thank you, Mr. Kato, for your invitation.
Okay. And Miss Liu Wenyin.
Yeah, my name is Li Wenyin, and I'm responsible for the manufacturing plant of Guangzhou in China. We are all in a very difficult situation to manage, but thank you for your participation here in such a situation.
Thank you.
Yes.
By the way, so as you know, we are here.
Well, I have a curiosity. Has everyone ever been in Melfi, Basilicata? Something to break the ice? No.
I would like.
I don't think it's the moment right now to deal with our troubles of the life. You know?
No, I know. In the future,
I
you have
cannot
to.
waste my morning doing this, please.
Don't worry, but
anyway,
anyway,
I was only going to.
I agree with you.
Interesting question. Don't worry. Okay. So get the point. We are here because I have to take choices.
I think everyone likes drinking wine, so Melfi, just to say a point, Melfi is a country, is a land of Aglianico. You know Aglianico, one amongst the most appreciated Italian wines. So just
yes, it's very good.
Want to
very good.
Sorry, we can start. Yeah, just wanted to.
Thank you. By the way, we have to, I want to divide this meeting in two parts because as you know, there are three countries. It's Italy, United States, and China. So I have to choose where we can develop and produce our product. So I can start with Antonio Meucci, Evie Brody, and Jonathan Wang. Can you show me some data, reports, video? I don't know.
So just a question. We are gonna split the meeting in
Yes, in two parts.
Okay.
I said before.
Okay, sorry.
Don't worry.
Okay. Okay.
Antonio.
I don't have any data or documents because I want to speak about something about this project. I think the best way to develop this product is doing that in Italy for something that I wanted to explain to you. The client, he's from Italy, and the FCA is our particular and for the neighbor, because it's our neighbor. We are like in 20 kilometers, and we know all the acquisition office and the development office. I think that the best way to produce something is study something with the clients. If you want to offer something special, you need to know what your clients want. And I think Grugliasco, my place where we work every day, 7 days in a week, I think it's the best place where develop the product, because we know all the guys in FCA, and we have a really good relation with them. So I think it's really important that I can speak every day with all the people that are following that project, because I don't know yet who are doing that project for FCA, but I think we know them, and I think it's important. I want to be really in charge with our clients to do the best job that we can do.
Okay. Evie Brody, Journaling Wang has any question about this?
Yes.
Please, you can go.
Can I? Okay, thank you. I was wondering to Mr. Antonio if he really believes that the conversation with the clients are the only thing that is important in this scenario. I mean, FCA is asking us to develop an automation line that has high-level standards and an automation line that could be sold at worldwide level. And actually, I know for sure that, yes, you are close to the client, but you don't have the expertise to develop that kind of product. That's why I strongly believe that my team has to work on it, because we are able to satisfy the CDS standards that are the one that you cannot provide to the client because you use the other standards that are lower.
Yes, but the situation today, the situation with the COVID is really is changing something with the whole ordinary business. I think the best thing is going to develop the product. Is very important that the communication is continuously from the clients and us. And I think, I'm sorry, but I think the best to do is not to do a new product with your technical part, because I think the price, it will be too expensive for the final clients and for them. So I think with this COVID crisis, it's better to catch what we can do better. And I think the best price nowadays that there is a crisis, it's the best thing to do. So I think it's better to do something lower, like cheaper, to satisfy the client in a good way.
If Mr. Kato allows me, I would like to share a screen so that I can answer to this.
Sure,
to this.
please, come on.
All right, thank you. Am I sharing?
Not yet.
Oh,
No.
not yet.
No.
Okay. Maybe now?
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So again, thank you everyone. I'm Jenilin Wang, head of Shanghai, China. And as you all know, in Shanghai, we are dealing with body assembly, powertrain machining, robotics, and automation system. We are very proud of what we are doing, and we really care about the development of this new standard automation line for the new C-segment platform for SCA. We, as a technical department, we really believe in this project, and in particular, we think that on our side, there is the fact that China is a key market for FCA, and China represents a growing market with new potentialities and new opportunities for the whole company, for Comau. We are proud of our high technical expertise and also for our collaborative approach with all the other companies, subsidiaries around the world. Despite we are aware of our different standards, the Chinese technical standards that are a little bit less stricter, we can assure you that if you would assign us this project, we will be very collaborative to adhere as much as possible to your requirements. And also we will ensure you that we will deliver the project timely, because we as a department are very standardized and organized in pursuing our common goal. We believe in communication, so this is the reason why we really like the project to be global, and that all of us will agree and will find the best solution for the whole company. But I really think that as Shanghai, we will be the best option that you can choose.
Okay, thank you.
Can I take a question?
Please.
Yes.
Mr. Antonio.
What do you think about the problem with the hours? We spoke before that it's afternoon for us, where there is the client. It's evening for you, and it's morning for Evie. What do you think about all the jet lag and the communication with the clients? If the clients at 6 p.m. is asking something on the development, and you cannot answer him because it's, I don't know, but late for you, Jenny Wang, or for you, Evie?
Us as a Chinese, we are really into our customers, so we will not have any problem in being awake late in the evening. But of course, we can always try to find a common solution and find a great timing for both of us, for sure.
So,
Can I?
sure, please, Mr.
Yeah.
Mr.
Well, actually, I really believe dealing with the customer is not a problem, because yes, we should have a really close relationship with the customer, but not as close as the relationship we have to build with the workers in the technical department, for example. Because since you don't have the expertise and the capabilities to satisfy the standards, the company will ask to my team send you workers, senior engineers to develop the project with you in Italy. And it's a matter of fact that today I cannot send you physically my teammates, my workers, because of the COVID. So it means that my teammates has to work with you with a huge different time zone, you know? So I think this is one point in favor of the US, because it's just a waste of time if I send you, I cannot send you my workers, but I cannot even ask to my workers to wake up at 4 a.m. just to start the working day with the Italians. Or for example, I cannot ask the company to reduce the working day because my workers will start, for example, at 8 in the morning, and for you will be afternoon. So you want to go back home, my workers want to work. And so I don't think that in this way we can solve this problem through, for example, meetings. And also, if we really want to satisfy the customer and the needs of our company, it's a waste of time if we develop the product using, for example, the standards that are able to follow the Chinese team or the Italian team, because in the end, it's necessary another round made by my teammates to improve the standards of the product. And when I say the CDS are stricter standards, I don't mean that I mean that they are better than the others. So why should we do this twice, using the less strict standards and then the stricter one? We should do the best immediately.
Mr. Cato, have a word? Only 1 second.
Please make finish, Mr. Antonio.
Okay.
Thank you. We are not speaking about the result of the product. I know the CDS is more strict, and probably the quality, the high quality is higher, the quality. But we are speaking about a business, so you have to see the payoff. I think the problem it will be if we follow that process, that the price of the final product, it will be too much. And we are speaking about business. So it's really important that the clients reduce all the costs, because we are during a crisis, economical crisis. So I think we have to understand what is it the payoff of product with the CDS or ours technical department that is enough to satisfy the client and reduce the cost for him. So I'm not agree with all the to follow the best process ever, because I understand that if we do that, we need some people to help us. I need workers, but I think now the problem is how to manage the cost for the clients, and I think the best way with this crisis is reduce the cost. I think the CDS is not is too much for that product. Thank you.
Wait, and so quality is not important?
No, 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 no. I told before that the high quality is always allowed in our company. So I think it's not about quality, because everything that we produce is quality. Everything that we study is quality.
Okay.
Is about quality. But we are speaking about a really strict process of development, or we speak about the other process that is also high quality, but a bit less like procedures and everything. So I think the best thing is going to develop the best product for the client and reduce the cost to the minimum. That's
Okay.
that's my way. I think it's the best to do.
Okay. Mr. Bill Patton?
Thank you, Mr. Cato. I would like to reply to Mr. Meucci because I disagree a lot with him. And as a producer,
Oh, wait a moment, please. So,
Guys,
I want to say something about
sorry.
the situation.
Okay. Sorry, Mr.
So, American and Italian people, Italian members in the team, in this meeting, say always something positive. Chinese, Miss Janelin Wang, tell me something good and something bad about, for example, the expertises and the quality of the product. So you could have potential future problems with this.
Can I say something, Mr.
We as
Mr.
Chinese,
Cato?
Yeah.
we
Because
would have problem related to quality, you mean?
Sorry?
I think I don't understand.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. I really sorry, but I think I don't understand what you're saying.
Can I suggest? I'm seeing a lot of disappointed faces and a lot of confusion. Can I suggest a coffee or whatever break for everyone, and maybe to clarify our ideas?
Sure. Make me finish before, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Mr. Soda,
I want
thank
to
you.
speak. If you
Yeah,
can.
sure. Obviously. So you told me something about always with Janelin, Miss Janelin, about the stricter, you know? Do you remember? About CDS is stricter than CNTS.
Yes. Yes.
Are
Mr.
you
Cato.
sure that you can improve this? You can change and improve this way to work?
We are really willing to collaborate in the most suitable way. We can manage it by keeping the costs low. So as Mr. Antonio Meucci said, that the issue of cost will be managed by us with no problem. Keeping the company standards still high, because it's a common goal objective that we have as Comau companies. So I mean, we are really reliable instead, as we somehow, not to offense, but like as this history said of Comau, sometimes the problems arise with the plant in Italy. So it historically happened that some problems arrive with the quality standard, while this never happened in China. But
I think generally that happened because we work a lot in the past with all the project, and it's a possible that when you work a lot on a lot of projects, it can be easy that something happen, but
Mr. Patton.
Oh yeah, thank you, Mr. Cato. I was wondering, as a producer, I'm really concerned about who is going to develop the product. Okay, and I disagree a lot with Mr. Meucci because he told about I want to produce something cheaper, CNTS will be better for FCA. I mean, how can you imagine such a thing that CNTS will be better for FCA? I mean, CDS were developed with Honda and Toyota. They are the best standards we have in the whole company. I mean, maybe the Italian department is one of the few that are already using the CNTS, and I think they are the worst thing ever made by the worst rule we ever made. So I would like to underline that FCA is going to produce millions of cars with this new automation line. And they are not wondering about I want something cheap, but they are wondering about I want something useful, durable, robust, reliable. I don't want to retire maybe 100,000 cars from the market after 2 months because the automation line was not good enough. So I don't think that the cheaper view is the best one. I think the technical department that should produce the new line, of course, is the US one, and for a lot of reasons. One is that I've already worked with EV in person, and those cohesion between our teams. Also, there are a lot of people in the teams that know each other, and we are very available, and we have worked really good every time. On the contrary, I've worked with product developed by CNTS standards in Italy, and my plant had a lot of problems, a lot of mistakes in the production line, and also with the Chinese development, I had a lot of problems. So I don't think CNTS are good, and I think that we should exclude a priori CNTS standards.
Okay, perfect. Only one question. Did you come from Michigan?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Perfect.
Did you
we
have
are like
agreement?
2 hours apart.
Oh,
What?
okay. Did you have agreement?
We actually we don't have an agreement. We are like the experience. We work together more than once. And last time I met Bill was here in Detroit with the workshop at the Comau Academy. My team and his team were working together for creating the team building, and they became friends. It's not just like workers all together in a room. They became friends after 3 days. And and I really appreciate what Bill said about me and my team and the quality of our projects, because we really put a lot of effort in what we do. And actually I understand also the concern of Ser Antonio about the cost. But we not satisfy just one client, and actually I'm not even client is satisfied by a medium low level of standards, because if the client is not happy, he can just go to Honda and Toyota, because we had a partnership with these two companies in order to create those standards. So the expertise that I and my team have in those standards is the same of those companies. So right now we are one step ahead the others, because the clients really trust us. But I don't know if we are going to offer them a medium-low product, if they are going to agree. And actually about the cost, I really understand the concern. But if the Italians and the Chinese are going to produce something that is not at the level requested by the company, we have to work on it again. And it means more time and more money. So the company is going to lose money in any case.
That's it.
So
Okay,
in my
thank you.
opinion, okay.
Mr.
Thank you.
Cato, sorry.
Thank you. Coffee break.
No. No. I was going to say we are in a meeting. It is not directly for one of us, but we are in a meeting among people of the same company. I think this is not the right approach to face a decision like that. So we can just highlighting our purposes, our reasons, and because I can say with Antonio Meucci, we had a lot of time working together. We had
Lot of
we built a team. So I don't think
Sure,
this
sure.
is
This is the
reason.
this is the next part of the meeting. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, I was answering to what Bill
Oh,
Patton
wait,
said
there
before.
is a little coffee break because another part of meeting we should to take, which I want listen other part, Mr. Fabio Strada, Mr. Bill Patton, and Miss Liu Wenyin. Okay,
Okay,
Yes,
see you later.
later. Thank you.
bye. See you later.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Just I want please start. You can start, Mr. Liu Wenyin. Do you have something to show me?
No, I don't show anything, but I would like to explain something.
Okay.
First of all, I'm in favor of the production done in Guangzhou and the production development in Shanghai in order to reduce cost. First of all, China has become an extremely important market for automotive companies worldwide due to its size and steady growth. For example, China has rich sources of steel and chrome nickel. We have already suppliers on delivering natural resources to the factory in China. We don't need to waste extra time and money for that. And material providers are already available in China, as well as the import-export system, of course. Labor in China is much cheaper than the other countries. In addition, Far East countries is a new market for FCA. For example, the new factory of PSA Group is located in China. And at the same time, in the Far East, there are Honda, Toyota, and Geely. These are the biggest stakeholders in the C segment market. And we can design our vehicles as an economical C segment based on the strategy pursued by Tata. And in order to increase our market share in Europe, it could be better to produce cheap electric vehicle or hybrid vehicle. This car should be electric or hybrid version of our C segment. Because the plug-in infrastructure is not convenient to charge vehicles in China. And that's why we should produce fuel vehicles for China. And this will make it easier to enter the US market maybe. And moreover, I see a huge deficit in the cheap electric vehicle market in the United States. For example, for this reason, Tesla is always preferred in electric vehicle segment in United States. And for example, when we take a look at the sales of the past few years, it's possible to see that Tesla Model 3 is sold in a very high amount. In this way, we can easily enter this market with the cheap vehicles that we plan to produce and then have a large share of the market after a while.
Okay.
And also, since Guangzhou is a port city, if we choose here for production, it will be more economical to deliver products to our countries and maybe other continents. And at the same time, technical standards in Gruliasco don't comply with Comau standards. That's why I'm favored to adhere Comau technical standards, followed by the other technical centers which are followed by Detroit, Shanghai, and Japan. And that's it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And now, Mr. Fabio Strada.
Yeah, thank you. I'm not gonna focus about critical analysis of the other plans, but I'm gonna try to explain my points of favor, my point of view. We have the Melfi plant. It is very, let's say, very flexible. It's different from all the other plants, from all the other Comau plants. Let's say this is a factor that could be lead to a more difficult implementation, but maybe we can see that as a reason to invest in a Comau plant in order to align the Melfi plant with all the standards Comau requires. I think this is a point. Then we have the matter of the reputation of Comau. It's an Italian company. FCA apart is an Italian company, and I think an investment making an investment in Italy could be a lot. Could be seen as a way of improvement of all the nation, especially in this period, with the crisis. We don't know how we're gonna exit from this crisis. So I think this is a second point maybe, and it would be also a matter of deglobalization. I think so. With the virus, I don't think there are going to be strict controls for everything. I think so. I'm for the easiest. So the easier the better. I think in this case we're not speaking about removing some projects from other plans. So we are speaking about a project one more thing. So yeah, this point and yeah. So the most important point, I think, we could summarize like that the situation.
So we wait. I have to listen.
And we're gonna face every situation. We are Italian. We have creativity. So I don't like the others speaking without. I don't want to bother you, but I don't like the others speaking about standards. We are gonna face them. We're gonna solve them.
There is a moment. No, don't worry, Mr. Strada. And now, Mr. Patton.
Thank you, Mr. Cato. Okay, so let's say, first of all, Mr. Strada was telling about the problem that COVID are creating all around the world. And I want to underline that FCA, as I understand, FCA is asking a urgent production, a urgent supply for this product. So Italy and China are two of the most affected countries by coronavirus. And I mean, a lot of plants, a lot of factories, a lot of businesses are shutting down, the production is blocking, and I think it will be high risky to produce something, to start a production now in Italy or in China, because there's the possibility to a block, an unwanted block in the production, and we will not manage this problem with FCA. I think if something like that will happen, FCA will change its supply. Given this, I'm happy to say that despite the COVID pandemic, my plant managed to organize the workflow in a way that has revealed to be better than before. We automated another 25% of the processes in order to reduce the human presence in the factory, and also maintaining the whole staff operative by means of shifts and smart working and plant-based work. My plant also has implemented all necessary medical tools, and a new strict guideline have been provided to the staff. So I'm pretty sure that the production in my plant will assure a production flow really fast, really effective, and we will never have problems of this kind. So I think the production should be done in USA because of this. I also think that my plant will work really good if the product is developed by the technical department led by Ivy, because as I said before, we had a lot of problems with CNTS standards. So if the Italian technical department is going to develop this product, I think it's better that they will produce that product and not me, because my plant had a lot of problems with test standards. And that's it. I want to add something else. We are today we have today 3 lines of production activated, and one of these it was really implemented. So
Okay, Mr. Strada.
Yeah, I
Only
was
2
gonna.
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, so if we are the most the most affected country by the crisis and the virus, are you gonna let us down? I think this is the matter of the reputation is maybe it's the most important in this period. That's why I want to stress this on this point. Furthermore, I think there will be incentives for maybe investment plans in the south of Italy. This could be a great source of to reduce the cost. So that's I made it very short.
Okay. Next one, Miss Liu.
I would like to answer Mr. Patton. Of course, we are most affected country from pandemic, but we are already overcoming this disease. And of course, this pandemic will be over. And when it's over, the most economic and convenient way to produce it in China for the reasons that I explained. Thank you.
Okay. Now, as you know, we have to make the best choice possible. You show me, and not only me, but also others, your ideas, your point of views, and how we can say it. There is something that we can do, make a choice. I thought that, in my opinion, I like the approach of Ms. Liu, and also a little bit excessive, maybe, of Ms. Ivy. And you told me that there are difficult, because as you know, sometimes in Italy there are problems, also in China, and also in the US. It's true?
yes, there are problems, but
Yes, in Detroit there are like 10,000 cases of COVID up today, so we are facing the problem too.
And so, in your opinion, I want some help for you, okay? Because in my opinion, we should develop in US. Okay, this is my idea currently.
Thank you.
Mr. Antonio and Ms. Jenilyn, because maybe we can do something about it. Because actually, in my opinion, US is the best.
Can I speak?
Sure.
Okay. I've already worked with the Comau USA, and it happened that the collaboration was not very lean. A little bit maybe because of the different culture that we have, the background, like in the way of communication, but obviously, like as a member of the same company, we are trying to manage them in the best way. But like as the way of working, especially speaking of the standards that we are really keen on, obviously if we as a company are deciding to give the product development to the US, there will always be we will definitely somehow slower the process due to the translation of all the drawings to the plant that will be in China. Also, as my colleague said, Liu, in China we have all the resources required for or at least a great network and many resources that we will need for the operation. So somehow I really believe that if both the project development and the manufacturing of this line will be all in China, will be easier for Comau.
Excuse me, sorry, I am Giancarla Storti, the Executive VP of R&D. Excuse me for the interruption, but there is no more time. We as Comau has to start working on this new automation line for FCA by now. So, Mr. Cato, can you show me your point of view? Which plant and which technical center for the product development will you choose?
So about development of the product, in my opinion, the best solution is US. And about the production is China, because we should take into account the market, and because it's a big market, it's a new market in which we can improve our quotes. I thought that these are the best solution.
Okay, I trust your decision. So US and China win the negotiation. Good job. Thanks for your time to all, and have a nice weekend. I have to come back.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.